Hi, I'm Rachel with the Private Practice Teacher. Thank you for purchasing the Empower Your Expertise Pricing mini course. This mini course, I'm going to show you how to create pricing strategies that will both attract and retain the right students for your business. I'm glad you chose this one because when I talk to teachers who have either given up their teaching business or are struggling in their teaching business, a lot of times it comes down to the pricing. Either they have priced themselves too high and they're not attracting the right clients, or they have priced themselves too low and again are either not attracting the right clients or they're attracting clients, but they have worked themselves to burnout and not in a position where they can earn any more money. So this is the reason that pricing is such an important part of your entire business plan. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we're going to go over the value of your expertise and how you can get really comfortable with that value so that way you can communicate it comfortably and confidently. Then we're going to look at your menu of services, who your real competition is. It may not be who you think. Crafting your pricing strategies, plural, and then your terms of service. So that way you can stand behind what you are saying and be able to earn a reliable, steady income. Because that's another thing. A lot of times teachers will only charge when somebody shows up for their lesson. And then people start canceling and whatnot and things come up. And then again, you're in that position where you're not earning a steady income. And that's what most of us need in order to not only transition out of the classroom, but to stay out of the classroom, if that's what we are deciding to do. And next, so let's get social. You can do this with any of my courses. Take a picture of yourself, say that you're doing professional development, and tag me in it so that way I can promote your business. You get on my radar, and I know that you either have a business that I can be promoting or that your business is coming so I can check in with you and make sure that once your business is up and running, that I can help to promote your business. But this is also a way to start letting the people in your world know that a business is coming if it's not already there yet. So here's what you are going to need for this mini course. First, you need to make sure that you downloaded the pricing guide that you have gotten with this course. And it really is it's broken down into each of those sections I said that we were going to cover. Post-it notes for something we're going to be doing here in just a minute. Pencil, paper, and then some sort of device. And I do want you to be able to do some research, so Wi-Fi connection would be great as well. So here's what we're going to do. It's called a post-it party. We're going to do this 2 times with 2 different topics. The first thing I want you to do is to take a few moments and list all of your favorite parts about teaching. What are all of the things that you love? And for me, that little light bulb, that's one of the things that I love most about teaching is when my students and my teacher mentees, a light bulb goes off and they have that spark of what's possible and what they are capable of and those moments of understandings. And if you're a teacher, I know you know what that means. So think about those things. Think about the things that you love most about teaching. Pause this recording and take a few minutes to write down as many as possible. And then when you're ready, come back and I'll give you part 2. All right, part 2. This one might be a little bit harder. List the traits you have that make you a great teacher. Like I said, this one sometimes can be a little bit harder because we get so much negative messaging and we're so frequently told that we're not doing enough or being asked to do more than we already are, that it's easy to get really tired, worn down, lose touch with the fact that we're actually awesome teachers. We might not be doing everything on all of the to-do lists that we're given on a daily or weekly basis, but when it comes to certain aspects of teaching, we have the important parts. We have the pieces that allow us to connect with our students and help them achieve those light bulb moments. So think about all the traits that you have that make you a great teacher and put one on each post-it note. So take, again, a few minutes or as long as you need in order to really get those juices flowing. And if you have a smile file or a little bin of notes and things that you've gotten from students who have really enjoyed their time with you, take some time to go back and look at those. What wasn't in those interactions? What was it about you as a teacher? This is important. This is a little peek into the marketing because it's hard to talk about marketing and pricing without talking about the other one. So this is something that's going to be an important part of not only your pricing, but also some of your marketing. So take some time to really dig into that and then come back. Go ahead and hit pause and then come back when you're ready. All right, so now that you have both of those, I want you to take some time and organize them into 2 groups. This is a really important exercise because it's going to help you understand and get some clarity around 2 very important pieces of your business: your expertise, your menu of services, and then a third thing that I don't have listed here, but it's also very important. That's your key differentiator. That's what makes you different than anybody else out there doing something similar to what you're doing, either teaching or tutoring in the same content area or offering similar digital products to what you are offering. This is where you're going to find the thing that makes you unique, that makes you different, and what you have to offer different. And it's really important that you get some good clarity around that, because that's going to be key to your marketing. It's also going to be key to your confidence in standing in your pricing once you get your core pricing down, once you get your base price. So having a really key understanding of your expertise, your special teacher talents or teacher superpowers, your menu of services, and then what of that makes your key differentiator, which is going to be important when it comes to communicating your value to others. And that is the end of this first video. So there will be 6 total. Actually, I was about to say 5. There'll be 6 total. So this is your welcome one. And then we will get into lesson 1 in the next video.